you're here with Jeffrey Jantos, a P and an ASME Eclipse intern alumnus, class of 2014. You're currently working as a product engineer on multiple projects in the nuclear power industry. Can you tell us about your experience in transitioning from one project to another, possibly assuming different roles, responsibilities, and the challenges you face?
Well, for me, I oversee several engineers or several engineering teams as kind of the lead reviewer for the projects. And so I have the leads doing the work. And then when they are done with the work, I review it and make sure that they have followed our procedures and processes and coordinated with all of our stakeholders. As far as switching between different projects goes, I get anywhere from 10 to 15 projects at a time, and currently we're going through a lot of people retiring in our industry, and so I get to inherit projects in various states of completion from other engineers. And in that turnover process, there's a lot to cover, but you have to know the right questions to ask, and sometimes you just got to get the bare bone details and figure it out along the way. In our industry, there's a lot of institutional knowledge. People have been there their entire careers, and there's a great challenge ahead of us for transferring and documenting some of that institutional knowledge and to some place where once those people are gone, the new next generation of engineers can pick up and aren't reinventing the wheel.
Transitioning into a new workplace is usually difficult for most careers, including engineering. What advice would you have for an early career engineer?
Yeah, I think one of the most beneficial things a young engineer can do even before graduating is to try out several different industries via co-ops or internships, or even doing plant tours and talking with other engineers who are in various engineering fields. Something that I wish I would have done more in my young career. I had one internship, and then since the last 10 years of my career, I have jumped around through several different industries, and there's definitely a benefit to trying things out early on in your career and just getting more knowledgeable and more educated about what engineers do. I think at any job, the most difficult thing is finding out who knows the answers to the questions you have, and what some of that base level institutional knowledge is of where you look up something, or how the drawing directory works for equipment drawings, or where files and repositories of information are. And when you're first getting out, and that's even when you're an experienced engineer and you move into a new location, is okay, where do I find out how to do this task? Sometimes it's as simple as, how do I fill up my time card? Simple tasks, and but it goes all the way down to inputs and design bases for whatever engineering project you are. Is where is the repository of information, and how do you navigate it? Usually you'll get introduced around in the new job, and you'll find some people that seem more helpful than others, and just keep asking questions about, how do I do this, how do I do that, and don't be afraid to ask dumb questions.
Finally, there are many sorts of training one can get outside an engineering degree to improve their career prospects, such as a PE license. What sort of benefit would someone obtain from earning a PE?
Um, I have done some reading recently that in some engineering industries that a PE doesn't do you anything, and it people ask, well, why do I need to get that in my industry? Well, I mean, the reason is, for me, and it is useful in my industry, is that it's another box checked of a certifiable level of knowledge that I've met. Could I go out today and pass the PE exam again? Probably not, but I did 5 years ago, and I studied to that level, and any information in there, I know where to go and find to get refreshed on whatever that information might be. And so when you get your PE license, it's just saying that, hey, I have reached this it's not really a minimum level of understanding because there's a lot of information there, but it's, I know how to do this, or I knew how to do it at one time, and I can figure out how to do it again. And it's the same thing with getting a master's degree or any other certification in whatever industry you might be in. It's one more sort of gold medal star on your resume that says I've achieved this level of knowledge, and it's still useful to me, and I can and I continue to achieve other levels of knowledge, pursue other certificates and continuing education.